So recently, big trinket buffs came in and actually made one of the trinkets that you might not think be good for Havoc Demon Hunter into a really crazy trinket for us. So today, I'm going to talk about that, talk about how you can get it, and talk about how it fits in kind of our BIS setup now, and maybe when you want to use it and when you don't want to use it. Before we get into that though, a lot of my viewers aren't subscribed, and I put a ton of time and effort into these videos, so if you're watching and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. It would really help me out, and I'll have tons of great content coming forward. Also, Twitch links and Discord links in the description. Follow those if you want. So with that, we'll get into the video. So here we are up on Wowhead with the trinket hotfixes that came in, I believe, for this week, January 6th. No, so that was last week. But you can see here, they buffed 3 trinkets. They buffed Bone Maw's Big Toe to deal more damage. They buffed Fell Meteor from Eye of Skovald to deal more damage, and Idol of Trampling Hooves to deal more damage. This is all about a 10% buff. Now, the one we really care about here is going to be Fell Meteor by Eye of Skovald. So if you look at the trinket here, Eye of Skovald gives you some crit, then your range attacks and spells have a chance to call down a Fell Meteor on your target, dealing however many fire damage to them and nearby enemies. Of course, this is the 170 eye level 1. This is not scaled up to where you'd find it in the, actual drops from Halls of Valor, from Mr. Skovald himself, realistically from the end of Dungeon Chest. Now, you might be wondering, Voodoo, why would I care about this? I'm a Havoc Demon Hunter, none of my attacks are ranged, I hit things in melee, I'm eye beaming, stuff like that. Well, the reason you care about this is that actually almost every single one of our abilities can proc Eye of Skovald, besides Chaos Strike / Annihilation, besides Fellblade, and besides Throglaive, although I will say jury's kind of out in Throglaive. I don't have this trinket yet. I've heard reports Throglaive doesn't proc it, and I'm pretty sure Throglaive counts as a melee ability, even though you throw it. But stuff like Blade Dance, Immolation Aura, your Sigils, Eye Beam, all that stuff can and will end up proccing this Eye of Skovald trinket. And it makes it very powerful for us. In fact, to show you that, I've actually gotten my sim here. So let me out of full screen. So this is a Droptimizer sim for my character. Obviously, I'm only 400 eye level. I'm not the most geared out, whatever. Yada, yada, I've been busy. But if you look, Halls of Valor, Eyes of Skovald, 415, the highest eye level you can get it from dungeons, is the highest drop I can get. It's 1,000 DPS increase. It is my #1 priority, by almost 0.5% over something like Windscar Whetstone. This is single target, but the effect is an AoE. But really, this trinket is really crazy. You can see here, like 2% from this one drop is a lot, especially since it's just 415. So really, today, I'm talking about that. To show you guys even more how crazy this trinket is, I even have Blood Mallet up. Now again, one more stipulation for Blood Mallet. Things aren't always super accurate. It's single target. You can't get everything at every eye level, yada yada. But if you see here, Eye of Skovald, 3rd best. Now, there's a caveat to this. So the white one here is 421. We actually cannot get it at 421 because we are not ranged characters. So Eye of Skovald cannot drop from the vault for us because it is not actually a trinket we're able to source. And I'll get into that in a second. We see here a 415 Eye of Skovald for Havoc Demon Hunter. It only is beaten out by a 421 Whisper Incarnate icon, and barely by a 421 Whetstone, barely. And then, of course, Grief Torch at max eye level, so 424, and Incarnate icon, of course, at max eye level will both beat out your Eye of Skovald. Like I said, so that means that this isn't really changing. You can get a Mythic Manic Grief Torch and a Mythic Whisper Incarnate icon. Those are going to be the trinkets you want to use anyways. But if you're not doing that, if you're not going to Mythic, and you can't just natty roll a Windscar Whetstone from 421 from your vault, then farming Eye of Skovald is going and upgrading it to 415, which is the highest item level we can get it, because that is the cap for Valor upgrades. But doing that is going to give you probably the best trinket you can get in general for Havoc outside of like Mythic rating, right? So if you don't think you're going to kill the Mythic end boss or 7th Mythic boss, then Eye of Skovald is probably going to be the trinket you want to pick up. Now, you're probably wondering, why is this trinket better than Hunger of the Pack? Well, it gives you a lot of crit, which is really good. Hunger of the Pack gives us about the same crit. And we changed this agility for the really powerful damaging proc. It procs very often. It does AoE. Again, like I said, all of our abilities except for 3 end up proccing it. So it is really strong. Now, like I said, we can't get it at 421. So you're probably wondering, well, Voodoo, how the heck are we going to get this trinket? And I'm going to go in here and WoW, and I will show you. Let me just open that up. So we open up the Dungeon Journal. We go to Dungeons. We go to, oh, that's Dragonflight. Mythic Plus. No good. Oh, not no good. Halls of Valor. And we go to God's King Skovald. And we go to Loot. You can see, I don't see anything here, right? There's nothing here. There is no meteor, there's no nothing. So if we go gear filter, you can see I'm in Havoc right now. We're going to change to, let's say, Priest. And we're going to go to Shadow, because it's a DPS trinket. Boom, I have Skullbald. So we're actually unable to loot this. So you're probably wondering, how do I get this? Well, you're going to have to farm this with a ranged character. And I don't even know if hunters can get it. Let's check. Let's check if hunters can get it. Hunters can get it. Okay, so you're going to want to farm this with any ranged character. You know, your priests, your warlocks, your mages, your hunters, stuff like that. And they're going to have to drop it and trade it to you. If that doesn't happen, then you have no chance getting this trinket. You cannot open it in your vault. It is impossible to get Eye of Skullbald in your vault because it is not on our loot table. But if you have a friendly neighborhood hunter, mage, druid, one of those people give it to you, it is going to end up being one of our best trinkets you could possibly get. Now, I don't really have the stats for you for 421 eye level, or sorry, 415 eye level, but I'm pretty sure if we go to the sim I had open, if I can find it, there we go. For my drop optimizer, see here, 415, 537 critical strike. That is a lot, a little bit less than Incarnate Icon, I believe, but the crit strike is actually like a ton. And then the meteor, 20,000 fire damage is a lot. And I'm pretty sure this can proc your Aeronog ring as well. Obviously, that's just kind of a nice bonus to get it to proc that. But Eye of Skullbald, really, really, really a crazy trinket for us. Like, we go back to Blood Mile here, we can see that the 415, probably like our second or third best trinket in the game. So really, you're going to want to pick this up. Now, it's going to be hard and it's going to really suck to farm this for, you know, Havoc because it doesn't drop for our loot table. So we go to Druid. Let's go check out Boomy. Now, I think the good news is that a lot of classes don't actually want it. Well, actually, never mind. It's actually pretty good for a few other ranged classes. So we'll just check Arcane, which is the best one. Yeah, Eye of Skullbald, it's pretty good for them too. Obviously, it's not this, but it's not a bad one. We'll check out Shadow. Okay, so Shadow it sucks with. So might be your best bet to get a Shadow Priest and then go farming it with them. And then Hunters. So really, you're going to be a little bit pressed for luck trying to get this. It's really, really good for us, though. So if you can find a Hunter friend or a Shadow Priest friend, or even one of the actual other range classes who can loot this, and it's not bad for them, like a 4th or 5th best trinket, then I really would recommend you go out and do that. I actually had this drop for me in a vault, in a Halls of Valor before the buffs happened. I didn't know it was that good, so I, well, it didn't drop for me, but someone else dropped it and didn't need it, and I didn't ask for it because I didn't think it'd be that good. But buffing it by 10% really makes it kind of crazy. This wasn't in my trinket video originally because the buffs kind of really push it over the edge here. Before it was pretty good, but the buffs really, really made it crazy. But that is it for my video today. Really, really go out and get yourself this Eye of Skullbald trinket if you can. It really, really, really is a crazy trinket for us. One of our best that you can actually farm. It's the best farmable trinket because you can't farm Incarnate Icons, Manic Grief Torches, or a 421 Whetstone. So if you're trying to farm a trinket, grab some range friends, range stack in Eye of Skullbald, in Halls of Valor, and just farm yourself an Eye of Skullbald and try and get that for yourselves. So that's the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you appreciate the content, leave a like, drop a sub. Have any comments, questions, drop them down below. More content coming out through the rest of this week. I'll be streaming Twitch tonight. Got some M+ keys, then I'll be doing some Mythic raids. Check that out. Twitch is in the description. Also join my Discord for direct access to me and also for notifications when I go live or post the video. But that is it today. I hope you all appreciated watching the video. Have a good one. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.